What up? What up? Welcome to the ROK Boyz Presents Truth Hurts podcast. This is our text thread come to life where we come in and talk about our feelings, little therapy session, our point of view on the state of the world, and topics that caught our eye during the week. As always, we have Kev Slav.
What's going on, my people?
Ill Will.
What it do, baby? What it do?
And I am CT. And together we are the ROK Boyz. We're going to take you through our thoughts as we pour up. What y'all sipping on?
On me. That basil.
Got the basil. Can't go wrong. Can't go wrong.
I ain't doing no liquor. Just a little bit of IPA beer. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm over here with this mango monster. I'm tired as hell. Trying to get this energy. But yeah, man. How was y'all week?
Week is good. Can't complain. Weekend's coming up, so it is what it is.
Yeah.
Hey, the week is always what it is, man. A bunch of bullshit, a bunch of good shit, and a bunch of bad shit. So that's how it's gonna be. But I live for the weekends. I'm just gonna be solo this weekend. You know what I mean?
Oh, where they going?
They going to DC for one of her girlfriend's baby showers.
Okay, that's pretty slick. Shoot, man, we had like a little squadron event today. I'm out here trying to play volleyball. My back hurt, legs hurt. Getting old out here, man.
Man, it was about 3 weeks ago. I was got up early before work, trying to do sprints up and down my street.
Okay, yeah.
The second one tweaked my damn hamstring. I'm like, damn. And it was like one of those, like I took off and I just felt it immediately, like kind of, it didn't pop, like, cause I pulled it before, but this was like, I felt a little pop and I was like, God damn, like, and I just stopped in my tracks. I was like, man, I'm done, man.
That's a bad feeling, boy. I remember I did that in Korea, man. Thought I was like in the, best shapes I've been in a minute. I think Will and Dylan. You remember Dylan?
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't think Kev ever kicked it with Dylan.
Kev never kicked it with him. Yeah. That was that night. It was at nighttime when we was a little bit tipsy. And, I was a little bit like, man, this dude ain't going to beat me because he Caucasian. When I say that dude flew.
Yeah, man. That dude was athletic, though, man. Doing backflips.
Yeah, he's super athletic.
Oh, man. We got to go back, fellas, man. Go back to the ROK.
That's where it all started at.
Yeah.
At least on vacation. Yeah. So we ain't gonna have no curfew when we on vacation. Kev ain't gonna have no excuse.
Yeah, exactly. I was scared as hell, boy. Shit. 15 minutes before, it was 1 o'clock, right? Before 1?
Yeah.
Shit, I'm on base before 1. 15 minutes. I think the closest I've been, I went with y'all, but we was in, me and a couple of people who was in Osan, and we left the club later than usual. And he was like, man, we hungry. So we went to that McDonald's.
See, they always said that was the trap. Man was trying to get McDonald's.
And I told them, I was like, hey, y'all go ahead, get in line, and I'm gonna wait for the food. And I grabbed that food like it was a football, and I was
started powering back.
Yeah,
you was good, like long as you was in line, right? Like, right or nah? You had to be through.
I thought you had to be through. Maybe.
I think it was a grace joint as long as you was in line, like as long as there wasn't no breaking the line, like the processing time or whatever. But man, for real, like I said, fuck all that shit. Like all you had to do was just be where security forces or military police was going to be at, chill for a little bit, go to your hotel
exactly.
room.
That's what you think.
That's what I know.
You was braver than me. I admit that. I wasn't going back out or hiding at a place like, no, they don't check here. Yeah. I'm good. I'm gonna just go on base.
Yo, I ain't gonna say no names, but I remember hearing a story. I think they was in Osan, and I guess like they had raided. I don't know if you call it a raid, but they came into the club like after hours or whatever.
Yeah,
and dudes was saying like they said that they was cool with the owner or whatever, but they like went up to the top of the roof and was hiding.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I heard about that.
You could say the name though, because it ain't gonna be no. It's all monikers, you know what I mean? But yeah, I remember that. I remember that joint, man. Oh boy, Steve-O.
Okay.
Steve-O, I forget the white dude name, but the white dude is the joint that tripped me out the most because he got an Article 15 his first time there, like within the first week.
Yeah.
And so he overcame that, was about the PCS, just got married, and this last week there, that story is so horrible though, because the owner was like, yo, just chill on the roof and just chill. I'll come and get you or whatever. But they was too tipsy. They started looking over the roof, making noise or whatever like that, because security forces had left out of the joint, and then they heard them up there giggling and laughing and all that stuff, being loud. Then they went up there, and then they tried. I think the story goes like they tried to evade too, or whatever.
Yeah.
So
if you catch me, I'm just like, yeah, you got me.
Yeah, but they could have just took a 30-minute power nap and been gone. But
yeah.
Chilling, because I remember time, Chris. One time we went up there with one, but when they wanted to go past curfew and go to another spot, we was like, nah, we just gonna do our own thing, and that's how we found out Thursday's party.
I really don't even remember who you talking about, but we'll talk about it offline. Cause you say Steve-O, that don't even ring a bell for me. But
think about my quad. Who was in my quad and who?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I remember G.
Yeah, G. Because it's all monikers and Mo.
Mo, yeah. That's all I remember though.
So Mo, Steve-O, and then I don't got other dudes moniker, but pharmacy dude.
Yeah. I don't remember Steve-O though, man. I gotta show me a pic or something.
Yeah.
All right, man, let's get into it. Let's start off with Kev, your boy.
Hold on. Before I go there. Well,
go ahead, bro. Go with it.
I've been listening to something over the last couple of days, man. And I don't like it.
All right.
LeBron James. I feel sorry. No,
go.
We ain't gonna talk about that. I'm not gonna acknowledge that.
Anytime LeBron James come out of your mouth, it's no good. It's just no good.
No, that's not true at all. But I feel sorry for Bronny.
Oh, I did hear about it.
They hyping him like, man, putting too in my opinion, they putting too much pressure on this dude already, because they got him like projected, like, because you know LeBron did his 2-year extension, and they said, oh, that's perfect because Bronny will be eligible to go to the draft in 2 years. I'm like,
it's gonna be one and done.
Yeah, like I don't see that. Like, I mean, I've seen a couple of his games. I don't see. So I think there's too much pressure, man. I just don't like how they already got him inserted to go to the draft. Go to the. I'm like, man, you let that kid live.
Right. I don't think it's too much pressure, because I think he got the same mentality. Maybe not the same mentality, but he got something in him that's kind of like, LeBron. So The one thing I will say about him is he get better and better every time I look at him, though. You know what I'm saying? So that's
exactly.
One thing. That's
Now
one
I
thing
have
that's
heard, I have heard that he has progressively gotten better, but I just hate like they automatically got him going to the draft, and now our NBA team's gonna. Oh, it's LeBron's son. Let's take a chance on him, you know.
Yeah.
And then he don't. I just feel like if he doesn't succeed to what people expect him to be, then all this negative criticism, man. You know the world we live in, man.
Yeah,
so,
but let me put it at you this way. Let me spin it this way. If I'm a dad, and off my name, I can get my kid in the NBA and get him some paper. Why not do that?
I'm not faulting that. I'm just talking about the pressure of what the media is already putting on him. I'm not talking LeBron. What he's doing is fine. I had no issue with that. I'm just talking about the pressure that the media is already putting on him.
But but we've seen this before. We just never seen it in basketball, right? We've seen it with Ken Griffey. We've seen it with who else was father son that played? The big dude from the Tigers. I can't forget his name. I forgot his name. But we've seen it before.
Prince Fielder and Cecil Fielder.
Yeah, Prince Fielder. We've seen it before. We just never seen it in basketball, right? So I think Bronny has the best person in his corner to help guide him through the process of dealing with the pressure. Because we can't forget, LeBron James had all the pressure coming into the league. Number one draft pick, going to Cleveland, and he came out there banging. And he been banging ever since day one. So I think LeBron can coach up his son. He can help him deal. He can help him navigate. And what better way to have your dad help you navigate this world? You know what I'm saying?
He could do all that, but if he still don't live up to the hype, they're gonna kill him. LeBron could do everything in his power, but if you don't live up to the hype, the media will crucify him. Don't let him, I just seen over the years, Michael Jordan's sons, they played high school. I remember one year, they played. It was televised. They played Eric Gordon. The dude played for Houston, and this was in high school. And Michael Jordan's sons came to Indy to play Eric Gordon's high school team, and Eric Gordon lit their ass up.
Gave him the business. Yeah.
Gave him the business, and Mike was in the gym.
Yep.
And it's just a name. It's just a name, and people expect you to be just like your dad.
But Jordan, you don't. This is what I'm saying, kid.
Right, but I'm saying Bronny is probably better than Michael Jordan's kid. I get that, but they say he's the top 60. I think he's 65 in his grade class. Yeah.
Well, LeBron spoke on this years ago. You know what I'm saying? When he was I wish I would have never gave him my name. He gonna have that pressure. Regardless.
That's why they call him Bronny.
Exactly.
So he can have his own name. Yeah. And I heard that the younger brother is supposed to be better than Bronny. I don't know if that's true, but I heard Bryce. I think his name Bryce. Yeah. I think they saying that he's supposed to be better than Bronny. I don't know if that's true or not.
He ain't better than him now, but
he has the bigger,
taller.
Yeah, he has the bigger upside than Bronny.
Yep.
So what? Yep. So here's another subject that was just brought up to me. What about if Bronny don't want to play with his dad? What if Bronny want to make his own name? You know what I'm saying?
He gonna play with it.
Why?
Imagine being a GM, man. I'm picking up Bronny like just for the
Off
ticket
the-
sales.
Even off the potential, like he ain't even fully developed yet. Now Bryce went from like
Yeah.
6 feet to 6'6". Bronny is 6'3"
No.
right now.
Yeah, he's 6'3", yeah.
Yeah, Bronny is 6'3". I'm saying Bryce is 6'6".
Yeah, they say he already 6'6".
So he hit the genetic pool, but he not better than Bronny though. And for what Bronny doing, he's a way better shooter. He's got the explosiveness. He just doesn't have all the physicalness. Like he doesn't have the body of LBJ. So, but we gotta think like in time, LeBron is only just putting his kids on the map, and then they're gonna take over and doing his own thing, and they're gonna make their own name. I think that's the subject that should be talked about, because Austin Rivers don't play anything like Doc Rivers. You know what I'm saying? Old boy from what's his name? Larry Nance Jr. He don't play nothing like his dad do it. All these we have the Waltons don't play nothing like Bill Walton.
Tim Hardaway Jr.
Nobody's
Tim
saying that they're gonna play just like they dad. I'm just talking about the pressure, aspect. I ain't talking about nothing else. I'm just talking about the pressure that the media is already putting on him.
Yeah.
And if he don't live up to that pressure, then the media is gonna crucify him. That's the only thing I'm talking about.
I feel you. I feel where you're coming from. I as a person that fully supports LeBron James, I feel like he will be able to help his kids navigate this world and set them up for success. Because that's all you want to do as a father. And
yeah, of course.
I think he didn't have a father in his line to set him for success. You know what I mean? So I think it's that more important for him. And he's been through all the stuff. LeBron James, he's not clutch. I don't care if he made the right basketball play. All these different narratives. He can prepare his sons and his daughters for all these different type of things, man. So I think the press is going to be there, but I think Bronny's going to be better prepared on how to handle it and to navigate it. That's my point. That's what I'm trying to say.
Well,
I can't believe, and LeBron is my dude, but y'all let LeBron take up damn near 15 minutes.
I know.
Of our pod.
I just want to. We went down the rabbit hole, but let's talk about Kim K and what's his name, Pete Davison. So, I think they were together for like 9 months. I think I heard they broke up. They recently broke up, but my question is, because I think he got some kind of tattoo on his body with Kim K's name, and my question to y'all: Are y'all getting tattoos of y'all significant others on y'all body? I don't care. Yeah, that's period. Like, I know I'm not.
Yeah.
Like, I love my wife to death, but I'm not tattooing. Only names that I'm putting on my body it'd be, I already got my parents, and then it'd be my brother. And then I'll make like a family tree or something. But
Yeah.
as of right now, my parents is the only names that I got tattooed on me.
Man, she
Chris,
couldn't make the
Chris.
family tree.
That's my point. That's my point. Is your wife not your family?
I'm talking about
you
my
set yourself up for
blood.
that.
No, yeah, she my
Oh,
family,
blood,
but
yeah.
it's
Blood,
my
yeah.
significant other though. She ain't like, yeah, she's my family, but she ain't. That's totally different. Yeah, she's my family. Yeah, but I'm talking about
I heard an R in there.
from the womb, from the womb to now, like my blood.
I'm messing with you because I feel the same way. Like I'm not doing it. You know what I'm saying? I might, like, I probably, like you said, I think I would probably put, my kids, you know what I'm saying, names on me. But I don't know. I won't say I can't, I will never, but I think the answer would be no. Like, I can't I ain't doing it. I'm gonna leave it at
Well,
that.
I already done did it. That was my first one. That was my first tattoo.
Was y'all married?
Right. Yeah, we was
what?
married, but just wanted to. So she always rag on me. She was like, cause I had to do the black thing or whatever, get the praying hands and the cross. So she was like nigga, that looked like a memorial. So I had to add something onto it. You can't really see it, but in the little scroll right here, that's her name. And so then I just added the wings and added my name on the top of it. Still look like a little memorial, you know what I'm saying? So that I want to get something better. But
which one you got, Kev? You got praying hands or a cross?
Who, me?
Or the Bible? Yeah. You ain't got.
I don't got none of that. No.
Oh, okay. All right.
That's pretty
like,
good. That's pretty
I
good.
got respect, loyalty, my parents' name, and then I got my nickname on the back.
Yeah.
But no Bible, no praying hands or nothing like that. Well, let me ask this question. What made you do that? Is it like, hey, was it like y'all would just send down, hey, we should get like matching tattoos or something like that? Or
that was gonna be my follow-up question.
What was your thought process?
So I was super young. I was probably like 21, 22. And my wife doesn't have tattoos. She hates tattoos. She doesn't like it. She don't even want me to have tattoos or whatever. But I don't know. I think I was just like love drunk or something. I don't know, man. I just wanted to make a statement because I went to I got another joint. I got another one that simplified her. Like I stopped wearing red and wings and I got the S on my ring or whatever. But I don't know. For me, it's just like statement pieces to keep me honest and grounded or whatever. I don't know, bro. I don't have a good answer for it. I just know I just do shit out of spur of the moment, how the fuck I be feeling. And in that moment I felt like doing the shit. All right. That's what I got to say.
Now, because you got the praying hands and everything, was it because you probably saw somebody else had it, or you saw like a celebrity or somebody had the shit, so you thought it'd be a good idea?
No, I don't know. I grew up in a super religious house, so I felt like the praying hands was like always praying over her or us, and you know what I mean, just like a hedge of protection type of shit. We can't go that deep into Christianity though, but I mean that's probably where my thought process was, just like always having something that symbolized for the Almighty to always watch over us type of deal. You know what I mean? Good or bad, you know what I'm saying? So
I say like I got the cross. That's why
I was gonna ask you, Chris. I was about to ask you.
And I don't think it's because like I seen somebody with it. Maybe a little bit, because I think it was just that was like the thing to do. You know what I'm saying? Like back then. So it was like, I saw one that was different than everybody. So that's what I got. But yeah, man. So y'all you don't regret any? It sounds like you pretty thoughtful, Kev, with all of yours. So
yeah, like I always told myself like I'm gonna get something that like that's close to my heart. And like I said, when I got loyalty and respect, those are two.
Digging.
Say what?
So your significant. I said you digging yourself into a hole. So your wife ain't close to your heart.
Yeah, she is. Yeah, I mean, you can portray it all you want.
you can just put, hey, Kev, just put a little LM on your joint. You know what I'm saying? Just an LM. That's all you gotta put. Just a little.
That never happened.
Why not? That's all.
And she knows, like, we already had this conversation, so this ain't breaking news.
She gonna get a tattoo of you?
No, I won't. That'd be dumb of her to do that. Like, no.
Why not?
I agree with you on that. Like, I not the fact that it's dumb, but like, I ain't the type that like, yeah, you know, you should get, you know, get my name tatted on you. Like, nah, like I don't think either one of us should do it.
I'm not gonna have her do something that I'm not doing. Like,
I'm just saying, what if she make that decision on her own? It's just you like, you know what if you just done had an excellent run, you like, and she in the moment, and she just like, you know what, I really fucking like love this dude. Let me symbolize that on my body.
I would try to, if she told me, I would try to talk her out of it.
She ain't gonna tell you. Just if she come home with something that shows her affection for you.
She know I don't like surprises. Like, so like no. Yeah. So
I like to go left anyway. Somebody tell me go right, I'm going all the way left.
Yeah.
You know, we know that.
Yeah. But yeah, go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was gonna say ask this question about if your friend talk bad about your family. I want to go into that.
Okay, so let me give some background. So I ain't gonna say I've been forced, but sometimes, especially if the wife like gets to the TV first, I'm subjected to some reality TV shit. So she been like binge watching Basketball Wives. So it's a situation that I was watching like a week or two ago where somebody, like two best friends, they've been cool for like, I want to say like 20 years or so. And one of them was talking bad about her BFF's daughter, like calling her like a hoe, like she's been ran through, some shit like that. And the friend got a hold of it, and they've been at odds with each other for years. And so my question is, so where I'm at now is, like the friend that was talking shit, she's trying to apologize, but the friends, she's like, no, I ain't having it. We had never be cool like that again. So my question is to y'all, if y'all was in that situation, could y'all forgive and forget, or would it still be like, I gotta keep you at a distance now?
It depends on what family member they talking about. Like, I think you would propose, like, if somebody talking about my daughter, you know what I'm saying? Like, say one of y'all, you know what I'm saying, talk about my daughter, calling her a hoe, you know, saying she out here, you know, crazy in the streets or whatever. It, you know, that initial reaction is gonna be, it's a wrap for us, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so I think really it depends if she was really out here doing that, you know, possibly, if we had a conversation. But even then, it's like, don't put that shit out in the street. Like, talk to me about it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like, yeah, she telling like other like mutual friends, you know, like yeah, such and such daughter, she out there fucking everybody, blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
And for me, I would say, like when the girl was trying to apologize, and I was talking to my wife, like, man, like forget the other girl because she ain't giving her a chance to apologize. And my wife's like, hold on. She said, you'd be the same way because it's been times where like I felt like she did something and then she tried to apologize and I was like, nope. Fuck that apology. And I looked at her. I said, you right. I was like, you right. But maybe after a while, but I don't know, in my older age, like I think I'm way like I can cut you. Like it won't be no problem to just cut you off.
Mm-hmm.
So,
but you don't think in your old age like it's easier to forgive though too? Like
That's a good point. That's a really good point.
Big of a deal. Yeah.
I think if I was younger, and it might be opposite of my thinking. I think if I was younger, I think I had that thought process. But I'm older. I'm thinking, I'm like, man, I already got like my close knit of friends. You know, if I'm good. You know, I don't need that motherfucker. Bye.
I think it's a little bit deeper though, because society has changed so much where we have so much information, we have motivational quotes thrown at random people reposting it and everything like that. So one of the big things is like protect your peace type of deal. You know what I mean? So it's almost like, if it ain't for me, or if it's not edifying me or or some BS, then I gotta be done with it. But I know off a break I'm gonna be like, nah, I ain't fucking with this dude no more. You know what I'm saying? Especially if it's derogatory. But what if they coming out of the joint, coming from a stance like, this is what's going on? They come to you directly. It's different if somebody you hear through the grapevine, right? But if somebody comes to you directly, like, yo, I'm looking out for you and your family name or whatever, and for the welfare of your children, you might want to check this or whatever like that. And it might be a tough pill to swallow. And I don't think it could be the same or whatever like that. You can only take that one or two ways. Like, I rock with it or I'm not gonna rock with it. 9 times out of 10, I'm not gonna rock with that shit though. Like, let's be honest. Like, I don't want to.
I mean, that's totally different though. Like, to me,
I agree.
Like if one of y'all come to me and y'all telling me like, hey man, I was on I don't even want to put this shit out there.
Yeah, but we get it. I get it.
Yeah. Yo, somebody showed me your OnlyFans of your daughter or something.
Yeah, you know I was about to be like, I was on the hub and see.
Yeah.
But I don't. You don't want to hear that.
But I think if it depends on who's saying it. I think if one of us was talking to you and telling you, like, I don't think it'd be like, you know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna be mad at us, I don't think.
No, I think it has to be. There's a way to have a conversation, but the tone and the tactfulness of the conversation would have to be correct and accurate at the same time. You know what I mean? So, like, we're going to the extreme, right? If we talking about us. Yeah, we talking about, man, your daughter a hoe, man. And you know what I'm saying? No, like, how else can I receive that shit? Like,
and it's all about wordplay. Because now, if you, like, I'm gonna be on the defensive. If you come at me like, man, like your daughter, like, I don't have a daughter, but if you were to tell me my daughter is a hoe, like, I'm gonna get defensive and I'm gonna get mad at you. Like, what? Yeah. Like,
why you calling my daughter a hoe?
Yeah, exactly. Like, now if you tell me like, hey man, like, there's some things being said about your daughter, like, something like that. But if you just like, man, your daughter out here being a hoe, like, what's going on? Like, I'm gonna react to you, like, what?
Especially if they got the New York accent right, and they be like, yo, your daughter's a yo, she a B. You know what I'm saying? I'd be like, oh, what? what's going on,
here,
man?
She out here, like.
I can't help but receive that in a negative way, and I'm a project that negativity. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I think if it comes to me the proper way, you know what I'm saying, in this way, like, yo, you gotta get your house in order type of deal, then that's real man to man talk. You know what I mean? Hey, Chris, don't air it out in the streets so I hear it through the grapevine, because that what they say with telephone. The shit will just intensify from person to person, and they're gonna tell it even more intensely or whatever like that. By the time it get back to you, you're gonna be like, oh hell nah, what the fuck this motherfucker say? You know what I mean? So
we all been in the military double-digit years. And I'm pretty sure we all did that exercise where it started at one end, like somebody start a message, and then it's a line, and then at the end, the message is way different from when it started. You know.
Yeah.
So if you tell one person, like you can tell, like I could tell Chris, like, hey man, I heard Will, I hate to personalize it.
Oh, here we go.
But I just heard, like, hey, like, you know, that's anything. Like, hey man, I heard such and such was doing this. If I tell Chris and Chris tells somebody else, that shit gonna get misconstrued and then it's gonna become something else. Yep. And it could be like, man, I heard your daughter mess with like 2 dudes. Chris can say, man, I heard Will mess with 4 dudes. Like, it can just multiply, you know.
Don't put dudes on that shit though. Don't put
my bad.
This ain't P Valley, nigga. I ain't a little murder. You know what I'm saying?
My bad. See, you watch that shit. You know names of it. I don't watch that shit.
Oh man, who want to talk about your boy Irv Gotti?
Can I? You know, cause I can't stand them motherfuckers, man. Them motherfuckers are lame.
Drink Champs or Irv Gotti?
No, Irv Gotti.
Oh really?
Why he a
Irv
lame
Gotti.
though?
I never liked them. Like, from the get-go, I never liked them.
That way. I kind of felt that way, but after this interview, it's like I kind of switched up a little bit.
They was lame to me. Like, I felt some type of way from the first time I saw Ja Rule. And Can I Get a What? The video with Jay-Z, A Million, and Ja Rule. And he came in there with the bandana, like, tied like Tupac. I'm like, this motherfucker tried to be Tupac.
Mm-hmm.
From the get-go, he had me like, nah, that motherfucker whack to me. And then just over the years, man, like, they just did some whack shit. And, like, I'm glad 50, like, pretty much killed their ass.
He ain't kill him. He ain't kill him, though. He ain't kill him. You want to know why? Because... you know what song came out after 50 and them did their thing? G-Unit did their thing? Probably one of the greatest New York songs. Shout out to my boy, multi-educated.
New York.
He had to put New York. Put me on game. He was like, he ain't kill him. He hurt him, but they came back.
Hey, like after that, because 50 was mad, because the story behind that, 50 was mad because after that video, he had beef with Fat Joe.
Oh yeah.
He had beef with Jadakiss after that because 50 was mad that the motherfuckers did a feature with Ja Rule. Like, he was pissed. But he pretty much ended Ja Rule's career in my eyes. But for Irv Gotti, 20 plus years after the fact, talking about how butthurt he is about Ashanti is just lame to me. Like, especially calling her a bitch and everything. Like, man, suck it up. You took it L. Like,
yeah,
ain't no reason. Especially, I could see if it was kind of fresh. Like, you could still have that anger built up. It's 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you still holding on to that anger? Like, that boggles my mind. Like, man, like let it go. Let it go.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate on this one hard though. So I don't condone him calling her a bitch. I don't condone that. But having done research and figured out what's going on, let me say this. Did y'all know that they were supposed to be a group? Jay-Z, Ja Rule.
Yeah, you did.
Jay-Z?
Yeah.
I don't remember that. Yeah.
No, it was Ja Rule, Jay-Z, and DMX. I forgot this supposed to be Murder. Yeah, Murder Inc.
Murder Graham.
Yeah,
Murder Graham.
Because they did a photo op together. I remember all that shit. Yeah.
But what I'm gonna say about I need to put a little bit of respect on Irv Gotti's name, because I didn't know that he was producing the songs, and I didn't know that he was the one that found DMX, and he actually left Def Jam because Def Jam wouldn't sign DMX, and that's why he created Murder Inc. type of deal.
But Def Jam signed DMX.
Yeah, I thought he was
after the fact, because
No, I think that was his first deal with Def Jam.
Irv Gotti was A&R for Def Jam, and they didn't sign DMX. And then after Irv Gotti left and got a record label deal, he went and did that.
Well, you know I think you're getting off track. We talk about
all right.
Like like in the music business, he did his thing. We talking about him being a lame 20 years after the fact, calling Ashanti a bitch because, you know, they had a fling and she kind of didn't like own the shit. Like she was kind of deflecting, and he butthurt about that. Nobody care about the music. Like, let's talk about the shit that he doing.
Real quick, though, Will. The thing about the bitch, like, I think that's most people just watching the clips. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you watch the whole thing, you know, Ja Rule did kind of checking. He came back for the bathroom, apologized, and he was saying it with some malice. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say he was just saying it like, But to me, it's a difference between like he you know, if he was like, oh yeah, she a bitch, or that, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't going in like that. He just was like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, this. So I don't know, man. I give him a light pass on that. He was in his feelings though.
He was loose with it. I mean, 20 years later, I get it, kid. I get it. But that to me looking at it, that mean Ashanti meant something to him. Like it started off the rip. It started off the rip with him showing a watch, talking about I like the watch. I like the watch. Nori and EFN didn't even know anything. He was like, you know, who gave that watch to me? Ashanti. What it say at the end? I love you. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff. So I get it from his man standpoint. Like, you not gonna claim me? Like the one that put you on, you're not gonna claim me? Like we was tangling, and he gave her respect. He was like, I never met a woman that is maybe 2 to 3 women I ever slept with that I could really talk to after we smashed and cuddled. You know what I'm saying? So he gave her respect on that joint. You know what I mean? And then they kind of diverse, like, so why you ain't giving the masters? You know what I mean? So, but he look at the master standpoint from the business. So I don't condone the business. I do kind of get where he coming from. Like, don't act like we wasn't. Don't act like the shit wasn't.
To me, that go back to Kev's point. Like, that's some lame shit. Like, just eat that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
20 years later.
Yeah. Why do you want it to be known so bad? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like,
that's probably his most best known, most attractive body though. Maybe
what
that's
that mean?
Why. I don't know.
Like that made
I don't know.
Yeah, like you brag, you like, yeah, I knocked that down, but blah blah.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm just speculating.
Yeah.
But I feel like he really truly had true feelings for her, and that's why he's still butthurt about the shit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying.
Man, I'm pretty sure all of us been hurt at some point.
Okay.
Especially if it's been over 20 years. I'm not calling the female that hurt me a bitch. Like, it is what it is.
You could just tell they cut from a different cloth, man. Because, like, I don't think either one of us would, you know what I'm saying? Especially even them 2 or 3, like, you know what I'm saying? Maybe a month.
Bitch.
Yeah, maybe a month. Like, if it's fresh, you know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. Like, if I was gonna say like a year.
Yeah, that's why I was kind of
a year.
I'm like, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, especially especially
20,
a year. Like you just gotta move on. Like be about
20 years, like.
But looking at it from his standpoint, the lines kind of became kind of blurred or whatever. So maybe the personal relationship is done. The business aspect is coming up, so he not giving in the masters or whatever, or he not, because that's the way he's still making his money today off of the shit that he created.
Yeah,
I think it's still like an issue between, because they did a documentary. I don't know if it's been aired or not. Is it out yet?
Yeah, it's like a 5-part.
Yeah,
so
5-part series. Yeah.
It's like I think they're on the second episode right now.
I'm like, I don't know, man. Like 20 years, I give you a year. You could be in your feelings. I give you a year, but 20. And you Irv Gotti, you can probably get any female that you want, blah 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 blah. And I get it, it's Ashanti, but man, move the F on, man. The F on.
But it sounds like from what I did, and I didn't get to back to the other interview, but it sounded like he ain't really try to start the shit. Like she was trying to air him out on the Breakfast Club though. You know what I mean?
Oh, for real?
So
no, I think I saw parts of it. I don't know.
You didn't give him that.
I have to go back and really look, but no, she just like she just played it to the left. Like she ain't giving no energy, no time. Yeah.
I mean,
and that's how he should have handled it.
Yep.
Especially 20. Just like with
he hung up on that 20 years. Will.
He hung up on the 20 years.
That kills me. That kills me, man.
But what I'm trying to say is the conversation kind of like the issue kind of formulated from personal shit to business shit, and it just got all wrapped up into one big ball, and you can't separate it no more. You get what I'm saying? Like,
if somebody doesn't have a problem, it's her, because you're not giving her masters.
But he made a valid point though. Why should he?
Because you butt hurt. You supposed to all about like letting people eat. Like everybody do good. But you not want to give her masters because you butt hurt.
I don't think he went into a part where he was like, I didn't give her a master. You don't have to give him the masters. Like, you gotta buy your masters back. And she was just trying to be like, yo, just let me get my joint so I can, what is this word? So I can, let me get the intermissal so I can finesse it. He was like, I created all that shit. And I don't mind. That's the business aspect of it. That's just straight business. That's straight business, don't care.
No. It's probably bad. It's probably bad business, because especially when you're young and coming in, you don't know no better, and so you sign a deal, like I'm gonna use a phrase that Big Sean used, a slave deal. So you just happy to get on. Yeah, I'm gonna sign. But then once you get experience in the game, and then you go back and look at your initial contract, you're like, man, I got screwed the fuck over. So I won't say it. Yeah, it's business, but you slick with it, because you ain't looking out for the artist, you looking out for yourself.
That's business though.
Okay, yeah, I get it. Just like I'm gonna use a prime example. I saw this interview, Jason Weaver. Y'all know him, right? Chris, you on mute, but Jason Weaver, he's a singer. He's been on a couple of features, but he's mainly like an actor. You know, he's in ATL, the one that was doing the fronts. But he did an interview because he did the hook on the Lion King. Oh shit, Chris. He did a hook on Lion King. I just can't wait to be king or something like that. Y'all remember that from the original Lion King?
Yeah.
He did that song. He
was a Sister Act.
Yeah. Yeah, Sister Act. Yeah, I can hear you.
He played Little Michael on the Michael Jackson, the Jackson 5
movie. He was Little Mike. Yeah. So he did the song I Just Can't Wait to Be King from the Lion King. And Disney was trying to give him like a check for like, I can't remember a number. I'm gonna just throw out a number, like $5 million. I'm gonna give you $5 million, and that's it.
Yeah.
And his mom, I think, was like his manager. She was like, "Nah, we'll take less, but get that royalty money, that continuous check." So, and he said he's still getting a check off that shit. So if you really looking out for people, that's the type of shit you would do. Not trying to get over on people. You know, that's my thing.
I don't think it's getting over though.
You said it's big. Well, when you know, like in the long run, like I'ma make more money than the person who actually wrote the song, produced the song, all that. You don't think that's wrong?
Let him
when you know somebody when you know somebody is brand new to the game.
Nah, because like they said in the article or in the Drink Champs, he ain't signed her to no 360 deal. He ain't getting no royalties off her joint. He not taking any of her joint from her to perform or anything. He just owns the song. So when it's played, she get a cut, he get a cut. To me,
well, she can't have it all though.
Who wrote the song, Kev? Who produced the song?
She did. She wrote the shit. She wrote like majority of all that shit.
But he said I'm just taking it face value. He said that he told her the lane that she should write in. She wrote it. He produced it, mastered it, mixed it by himself. So to me, they both eating. And when she goes on tour and perform those songs, he don't get a cut from it. That's all her. Where artist makes the most money is off. He just getting money off the spins on the 90s radio 2000. He getting his cut off of that. And she's still getting this. She's still getting his cut.
Is that for sure? It's just like
you got to think about. I'm just saying about from a longevity standpoint. Am I gonna if I'm gonna be in a business deal? It's almost like an investment. I made an investment in you. I'm gonna keep on benefiting from the investments that I've made. It's the same fucking thing to me in my mind. But the new wave,
he's eating but she's not.
She's still eating though, Kev. That's what I'm saying. She performing this song. She making her show.
So you cool. She's still eating. In your word, if he get 90% of the kickback and she only getting 10, you cool with that?
I don't know if it's 90%.
But I'm saying, but you cool with that though.
So all right, let's put it in perspective. If he get 90% of the radio, because all he's getting is the radio spins, right? That's what he gets. But if she getting paid, say she do get a residency in Vegas, that's all her. Whatever live show that she do, that's all her. He don't get no cut from that.
So let me give you a prime example because I know this to be true. So who's getting a cut you know the I'm Real joint with Ja Rule and J Lo.
Yeah.
She wrote that. She wrote that song.
Okay.
Who's getting the money from that?
All three of them. Oh, and whoever produced it. Everybody eating off that song. Everybody's eating. It might not be split both ways, but everybody eating.
So what if it was like, all right, Ja Rule get a cut, J Lo get a cut, and since Irv Gotti produced that, he get a cut.
I don't see anything wrong with it.
But I ain't mentioned Ashanti.
She wrote it, right?
But I'm saying if the contract is set up like, are the two people who's actually doing the song and then the person who produced it are the only ones getting the cut? But that's good business in your eye. I'm not saying that's what happened, but I'm saying I'm giving that. I'm saying the cut too. I feel like everybody that was in the building of that song should get a cut. That's all I'm saying.
A lot of times, like writers and producers, especially when they're trying to just get in, like they just taking a check. They taking that check and that's it.
That one lump sum, like just like that. Like I gave that example of Jason Weaver.
Yeah.
Like Disney, like trying to get him. Like I'm gonna give you 10 mil off top. And nothing you don't.
Yep.
I think Lil Wayne brought his masters, right? Lil Wayne brought his masters and he paid it. No, he sold his masters actually. Lil Wayne sold his masters for $100 million. You know what I mean? So to me, like that's. I don't know, man. It's a really shady business. But I know, for me, the smart part of business is keep generating revenue, passive income. You ain't got to do shit, but you made some shit. Keep on receiving the checks off the shit. That's just smart business. That's just really smart.
I get that, but you talk about one person. You ain't thinking about everybody else, though. I think you had in the mindset of one person.
Plus, at the end of the day, because we talking about Ashanti and Irv Gotti, if it was all good, then Ashanti wouldn't be trying to, get her masters or be trying to do shit. That mean that the deal was lopsided. Because she complained.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? So,
or maybe she could want more than what she getting.
But that's good business. It sounds like it sounds like I hate to call you names, but I'm gonna call you a name.
Call me a shark, baby.
I'm gonna call you Jerry Heller. That sounds like some shit that the NWA had to go through. Yep. But that's good business in your eyes because it's benefiting you. But you ain't looking out for everybody else though. You only trying to benefit yourself.
Same thing with TLC. Was it TLC?
Well, this but they was getting robbed though. They was. I'm not saying so that
wasn't good business because that was good business for babyface wives though.
Right? Is it Pebbles?
Pebbles. I don't think. Yeah, it might be.
It's Pebbles.
But if we take your theory, then that was good business for her because she get all that money.
Yeah. I hear exactly what y'all saying, and they done swoop the eyes over so many artists and everything like that. I'm trying to take the new approach to it or whatever. You taking your artist, you get a cut, I get a cut, we all get paid. That's what I'm saying. I don't have a problem with if it's already out there or whatever, and then we all get a cut and we all eat. You know what I'm saying? It's a problem if the artist is taken advantage of or they don't have the right legalities to look over the contract or don't want it and they just say, oh, it's all good. You know what I mean? But because you only hot for a second, right? Maybe a decade at the most. So even as a producer, you got to make sure that you make that money stretch and keep on coming in. That's all I'm saying.
We get that. Like, yeah, we get the residual income. We get that.
Yeah.
But for who though? You for everybody or for yourself? That's my question.
Well, so for me, speaking for me, I would want it for everybody. That's what I'm saying. And I feel like I know Ashanti is getting I mean, just off of what she's saying, but she could be getting more if she had her own master. She can be getting 100%. And I think Irv is like, no, I still need.
Like, it's kind of like what's her name, Khalees and Beyonce, right? So Beyonce did a song and talked about Khalees or whatever. And
she used part of her song.
Yeah, but so Khalees was mad, calling her, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you could have, asked me, did all that. But I guess, like, when you read more into the story, Beyonce, like, Khalees didn't have no rights. You know what I'm saying?
I think Pharrell had all the rights.
Yeah. But since Beyonce, she named her as a writer on that song. So now, you know what I'm saying? If she would have kept her mouth shut, she could have, you know what I'm saying? She could have ate off of that. You know what I'm saying? Because she was getting, they said that she was going to get a percentage off of that. But she mad because the principal that she ain't call her, and she ain't have to. You know what I'm saying? Because she was just a singer on the song. So it's just crazy, man. The whole thing.
But like what you said, Chris.
Yeah.
Khalees could Beyonce's new song, something she really didn't have nothing to do with. Beyonce went to Pharrell, right? Beyonce went to Pharrell for the right channels. Pharrell was like, yeah, so Pharrell get a piece. And out of her goodness of her heart, she was like, I know the artist industry. I'm gonna give her a cut and recognize her as an artist on the joint. Yeah. Even I don't have to. She's taking some of she's taking some of the money from my song or whatever like that. But Khalees was not happy with that. Overplayed her hand, and now she's getting absolutely nothing. Because Beyonce didn't have to do that shit. So they didn't reach out to you. But you ain't on the shit. You ain't on the shit.
All right, real quick. I want one of y'all to play that pastor video. Play the audio.
Hold on.
Then,
I think you might have to cut the.
Oh yeah.
Sound down.
And then the last topic, we'll go to the ICU nurse, and Will, you can tee that one.
I'm not worth your McDonald's money. Come on. I'm not worth your Red Lobster money. I ain't worth your St. John Nick. Y'all can't afford it no how. I ain't worth y'all Louis Vuitton. I ain't worth your Prada. Not worth your Gucci. Mother, I'm saying this, and I promise you, Deacon, it's not with respect to want. I'm saying it because I want you to understand just what God is saying. Even found out that Movado, you can buy a Movado watch in Sam's. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. And y'all know I asked for one last year. Here it is the whole way in August. I still ain't got it. Y'all ain't saying nothing. Let me kick down the door and talk to my cheap sons and daughters.
He said, here it is all the way in August. And I still ain't
got it.
He said, let me talk to my cheap sons and daughters, though. Come on, man. Come on, bro. Come
on. This is...
He sound like Pinky.
Yeah.
I'm
man,
craziness.
Yeah, man. I think this video is so sad because I think he's been tainted by is his name Creflo Dollar? Like these pastors that have all this money, these churches and and so he trying to live like them, and he think going through the collection plate is the way to go. It's sad that you using the word of God for personal gain. Like you ain't preaching to educate your congregation, or you're preaching for personal gain. Like you may not even believe what you're saying.
Right.
I'm gonna do it because I think this I can make some money doing this.
Like just like it's a hustle. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And to me, like it ain't nothing wrong with what I'm saying, these super pastors getting paid, and what I'm saying, they out here, they got big mansions and stuff. To me, I ain't even mad at that. Like what I'm saying, but if you listen to this dude, everything is or what I'm saying, y'all ain't get me. You know what I'm saying, and it's like I ain't here for you. Like you know what I'm saying. So that it's just crazy, man.
I really hate to bring race into it, but I really think this is more of a problem in black churches, honestly. So I think like there's a few mega white preachers. The first one I could think of is Joel Osteen or Joyce Myers, all those dudes or whatever like that. But you'll never hear them come on the mic talking about Movado, or what I'm saying. Like you'll never hear that type of stuff or whatever. And the real problem I have with this video is the motherfucking deacons and assistant pastors and
come on, talk to him. I'm like, oh my Lord.
What is y'all talking about? That ain't the word of God. Y'all ain't listening. And then he had the nerve to say, bro, though, real quick, like, y'all ain't listen. He put it back on God. Y'all ain't listening to God. You know what I'm saying? God told y'all to buy me a come get the fuck out of here, nigga. Like, come on, man.
I would have walked straight out. Like, come on, man.
But what it is they ain't even listening at that point. They just playing church. You know what I'm saying? It's
exactly.
Like, go ahead. Yeah. Like they ain't listening.
You just feel like I need to say something right here. Yeah. Ooh, preach.
Ooh, come on. Speak it. Speak it. Oh, hey man, speak it.
The occasional hallelujah. You got to get that in there.
Yeah. That ain't the word of God though. So it make it you see this stuff a lot of time in black churches though. And so I can't that's why so many people be like, I don't believe in the church. People be trying to make their pockets fat and all that other stuff. I mean, I grew up in the shit. I know pastors or whatever that has brought boats or whatever, stole from the church and all this other type of stuff, man. But I never went to a true Caucasian church or whatever, but most of my experience has been like has went through black church coming on, or shit, you see black pastors making porno videos or whatever like that, eating out the congregation and shit. Like, come on, man. Like, all in the name of God. This shit don't even matter. This shit don't matter to them. Like you said, Chris, it's a hustle for them to get up and get their money that they feel like they deserve, man. Like, this shit is sad.
It put a bad name on the real ones. Like, you know what I'm saying? The ones that's pure.
Yeah, they still have 9 to 5 jobs where they come in and they don't want to take from the church. Everything that comes in the collection part goes to the church or whatever like that, and they ain't asking for no salaries or whatever. I never thought that preach job anyway.
Oh, you don't think so?
Nah, it shouldn't be. Like, all right, if you want to officiate a wedding, all right, charge for that or whatever like that. But for what we say, spreading the good word, that should be free 99. You trying to impact lives. It should be nothing different from volunteer work. You know what I mean?
So you really probably don't agree with like the minister of music and stuff like that getting paid.
Hell no.
Really?
Well,
I
I would
disagree.
say, so if you take it back, right? Like I don't even agree with tithes and offering. I don't agree. I agree with offering because that's something that you really want to give. But tithes, I don't agree with in today's age. Still something off tithes or whatnot. They was trying to set a foundation, so that's why they asked everybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let's build a foundation. Give 10% of your gross. Blah blah blah. That's quote. When it comes to offering, like unless it's something to like awards that you're trying to do as a community aspect, build a new church and all that stuff. All right, cool, got it. But don't be like, I want offering service that has 4 different offerings or whatever, so I can line my pockets. That's like so I can pay your salary. You know what I mean?
That's what they do.
Yeah.
I ain't fucking with it.
Bring us home with this sad story, really, man.
It's a really sad story, man. It happened in a woman who was an RN nurse. She was going into head-on traffic, no brakes, and she killed 12 people by herself. Her car, Mercedes-Benz RN nurse, just drove straight into cross-coming traffic, ruined the whole family's life and multiple other families. And from what I've been reading, it's over a breakup and off of being drunk. And it was like maybe she was trying to commit suicide. But at I'm just like, why you have to, if you want to take your own life, like okay. Devastating. So it was one of the most horrific things I've ever seen in my life, man. Just absolutely irresponsible and horrific, and it's really hard to watch. Like, I don't know what type of world we live in where that's okay or that's our thought process. I'ma just off myself, try to kill myself, and off other people with me. And the crazy fact is, she walked away from the accident scot clean, no injuries, no neck brace, none of that. You know what I mean?
That's
And
how
it's
it be,
just
man. The ones that's, you know what I'm saying, especially if you drunk, like you loose.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
So
that's
you gonna survive.
that's
that.
what because that's what about what's his name, Henry Ruggs. You know, when you drunk, like your whole body is loose. It's not like stiff. You know.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're more than likely to come out the accident. So
she killed 12 people. I hope she get life with no parole. And she assisted too. But I really feel like I'm just thinking about these people and they obeying the traffic laws. They doing everything. No care in the world.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Just
And
a
then
normal
like
day for them.
just a normal day.
Yeah.
Obeying the traffic laws, going across the street, and then fucking.
It's sad. And my thought process. She, you know, if she was trying to kill herself, like she ain't thinking of like the repercussions of her actions because going into it, I'm gonna die in this shit my damn self. So you know, I don't care. But you know, if you are able to stay alive from it, then yeah, like you need to be in prison for the rest of your life. You know, like granted, I don't know what you was going through to make you, you know, had the thoughts of, you know, committing suicide, but I think, well, I'll say this, and I'll let y'all go. I think she will get life, but let me throw this in here. What if she was white and like court, like, no, and I'm just like thinking of random shit. Yeah, like my mom just died a month ago. I just got demoted in my job. You know, I just had a lot of stuff going on.
Mental health.
Mental health. Like what? 'Cause I'm pretty sure that's gonna be her defense,
Yeah.
which I do, because you don't want to just disregard the mental health aspect. You know, like, well, maybe she was going through something. You know, get that sympathy. You know, get that jury
My
feel
thing
sorry
is,
for you.
that shouldn't be no blanket pass though. You know?
But it is in a new day and age.
Yeah, that's even sadder. Like, you know what I'm saying? The fact that yeah, you can do all of that and it's like we supposed to just be like, "Oh, okay, well, all right," and just deal with it. Like, nah, like you still a human being, you know what I'm saying, living your life. These other people, you know what I'm saying, rest in peace. Um didn't have nothing to do with it. You know what I'm saying? They gone. And nah, I ain't easing up on you just because you talk about mental health. Like, you know what I'm saying? To me, nah, like she should still get, sentenced to the full, you know what I'm saying, whatever they can give her.
So you're against, and I'm playing
Yeah,
devil's
yeah, yeah.
advocate. So you're against mental health. Like
Right.
you don't think that's an issue in this world. Is that what I'm hearing?
That's definitely not what I'm saying. But I'm saying what I'm saying is growing up, not even growing up, we all dealing with some form of mental health. Like stress is a form of dealing with mental shit. You know what I'm saying? So we all dealing with it, you know what I'm saying, at different levels, but we all dealing with it. You know what I'm saying? It's about your choices. So like we all have to, like I could say, man, I'm so depressed. I'm about to go rob this bank, man, to make my life, you know what I'm saying, better. I'm struggling. And I think that, if I hit this lick, you know what I'm saying, I think, maybe that'll fix it. But right now, man, I'm just it's something, mentally I'm dealing with. So I just need to rob this bank. That's the only way I could think of, to help me right now. Like, so if I get caught, y'all supposed to be like, oh well, hey, he was dealing, you know what I'm saying, with mental health. We got to give him a pass. Like, nah, I don't agree.
So now, and y'all gonna laugh a little bit. Now I've seen a couple of episodes. So I'm talking about TV. Like I'm gonna use Law and Order. That's like one of my shows. So Law and Order, and they, like, she wasn't in her right mind. Like that could be like their whole
Yeah.
defense. Like she wasn't in her right mind, and like I said, like her mom passed. Like I'm just throwing out random shit. Like and they could, like, well, they find her like guilty, like instead of like manslaughter or murder or whatever, it could be like reduced to, like, I don't know the legal terms, but something that, like, instead of like life, you could get like
Something in the second degree or
second degree type
Yeah, I know
shit.
what you're
Yeah,
talking about.
So it's a new game, man. It's because, like I said, man, that mental health, that's a game changer.
Mm-hmm.
That is a fucking game changer.
I think it's a crutch. I think
Yeah.
it's a crutch.
What?
Just in my honest opinion, man. I think everybody deals with mental health, but I think it's just such a crutch that in today's society that you can lean back on and get away with certain things or whatever.
I wanted to say a crutch. I think that's a get out of jail free card. I ain't gonna
Yeah,
say a crutch.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what I'm trying to say. I was trying to put
Yeah.
it in different, but that's exactly what I mean, man. But I mean,
And people to me, go ahead.
I you know what? Can I make a request? I don't want to end on this shit, right? Because the shit is depressing. I want the music back, and I want to talk some shit real quick. I want the music back. Hype me up, DJ. This is what I want to talk about. Let's talk about something real. I'm switching it all the way because this shit makes me depressed. Let's talk about this. How can the NFL ask for a judgment? They get the judgment, they don't like the judgment, and then ask for a different judgment,
right? And
make it more severe. Can we just talk about that for a quick 5 minutes, and we'll end it on this? We can end it on this.
How I feel. You already know how I feel, and I'm hesitant to talk about it because of like I think I talked about it before. Like I'm in a weird position because I feel like, you know what I'm saying. Like on one aspect, what was that? I feel like, you know,
that's the pastor.
On one end, like he a black dude, you know. He, you know, I'm a Browns fan, you know, so it's a bunch of stuff that I'm probably biased on, but it's tough. I'm trying to choose my words carefully, but just talking about, like you said, I'm gonna just stick to what you said about it, right? So the NFL, they said, okay, I'm gonna hire this lady to make a decision, an outside source. We're gonna trust her to make a decision, and the decision that she made, they like, nah, that ain't enough. Nah, we don't like that. We're gonna hire somebody else. Like, how is that okay? How is that fair or legal? Like, you know what I'm saying? That's BS, man.
It would never happen in
did, or, you know what I'm saying, the situation, but I don't know. That's a whole other topic.
Put that out there. Protect yourself. Protect yourself now. Protect yourself.
What'd you say?
I said, put that out there. Protect yourself. You know what I mean? You gotta be very. But what I'm gonna say is this: in the court of law, you can't be tried for murder twice.
Right.
Right? Once the judgment is done, it's done. I'm not even a Brown fan. I think what Deshaun Watson did was absolutely bad. He overplayed his hand. I get that. But at the point that you have an independent person goes in and the league presents you and say, make a judgment on this, and then the media comes in and be like, oh, I'm not happy with this judgment.
Right.
Do it again. And so I'm going to add a little bit pizzazz on this. I'm going to give him like 7 more games, and I'm going to fine him $5 million. You know what I mean? I'm just like, come on, man.
Court of public opinion. That's what really, you know what I'm saying, got it. If the media was like, oh, okay, wow, like, okay, yeah, you know, he did his time. You know, he already was out a year, you know, last year, but I mean, I guess he was still getting paid and all that. But
yeah,
you know, if the media covered it differently, the NFL would have been cool with whatever judgment. Because really, at the end of the day, they all about the money.
Yeah. You quiet, kid. What you got to say? Put you on blast real quick.
I was quiet because I was chewing ice. Yeah, first of all, I think, you know, they undermined it. I want to say her name is Sue Ellen Robinson, or something like that. They undermined her because you put her in place for this reason. You know, you change your shit. You got her in place for situations like this. She give her ruling, and like Will said, like, nah, fuck that. I don't like that. Like, I'm gonna go to this dude. Then why the fuck you got her in place. Like, you need to get rid of her because every time you don't agree with what the judgment she gives, if you don't agree, like, you gonna. So why even have her? What's the point of having her in that position if you ain't gonna respect her ruling?
Exactly.
So I thought that was bullshit.
The crazy thing is, she spent like 4 to 5 months investigating all the facts.
Yeah.
That the league provided to her. You know what I'm saying?
I think it was 4 cases that she had to.
Yeah.
That's
like,
what they gave
from.
her.
Yeah.
And they didn't that's their fault for not giving her the whole thing. And I'm not defending Deshaun Watson at all. Like, he deserves what he got, right? I mean, he overplayed his hand. NFL superstar, NDAs or whatever like that. I'ma just sling my meat wherever I feel like it or whatever, blah blah blah. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I just have a problem with the process of the whole thing and why even have that in place. You know what I mean? Because it's just like the dude essentially got tried for the same thing twice. And then the real kicker was the commissioner came out the first judgment and then said he had to say in hopes that was, I'm like, come on, man. And it's more, you just see the more and more corruption and the red tape and the powers that be in that circle having an influence of what they want to see and what they're pressured to do or whatever. But the
real question to me is like, say you said Sue Ellen Robinson, say she would have said, she would have came up with 11 games, $5 million. They still would have did the same shit. They still, they would have been like, nah, this ain't good enough. Nah.
And it was they agreed. It was like they agreed, like the NFL and Deshaun Watson's legal team.
NFLPA.
Because NFLPA was cool with the decision. I'm talking about it was Watson's legal team and the NFL, like Goodell now, like they kind of like met in the middle. Like, all right, with 11 games, like, like, all right, this is okay, you know, all right. Because from what I heard, the judge said, like, all right, he told like the NFL, you ain't gonna like my ruling, and he told Deshaun Watson's team, like, you ain't gonna like my ruling. So before I go public, y'all need to come with an agreement.
Oh yeah.
You know, like, he kind of gave them a deadline, like, all right, y'all need to come in agreement within the next couple of hours. If not, I'm gonna go public with my ruling, and neither of y'all are gonna like the shit. So they kind of man in the middle. That's what I've been hearing from across the board.
So hearing that, Kev, that probably seems like he probably wanted to keep it at 6 games with a fine. The NFL.
No, I don't think it was that. I think it was probably gonna be like 8 to 10. What, like some?
So like 8 to 10 with something to fine. So Deshaun Watson was like, all right, we give you another game, but you ain't gonna fine him this much. Like, it was shit like that. Like, how much y'all gonna fine me, and how many games? You know, it was So, but at the end of the day, he was wrong for what he did. But shout out to 100 Watson.
Hold on. Go ahead. Who was 100 Watson?
100 Watson Watkins. They kind of touched on it. Watkins brought up a point that is not a unpopular opinion. What he brought up was like, so he was like, yo, he followed the rules and now he got to pay him for life for having these NDA contracts or whatever like that.
I ain't gonna say life.
But So he paid a service to which they agreed to with the NDAs in place, which they signed, and then they were like, then they reneged back on it. So now he paid. Now he got to give him more money for something that they agreed to. That's and I'm just saying, I'm not making it right, but it wasn't.
But that's the thing, though. Like, is they ain't getting none of this money. This going to the NFL, ain't it?
No.
Nah, he made
They already
settlements with
settled. They already settled.
He made settlements with them.
Yeah, but the $5 million is going to the NFL.
Yeah.
But it really sounds like more corruption, because the Texans at a certain point was like, all right, we going to provide you with the masseuses. So now you got Watson, the team is condoning the joint or whatever. We going to provide you with the masseuses. So now he think it's all he think it's all good or whatever. But then at the end of the day, somebody was like, oh nah, this ain't right, but I signed the NDA. So now I learned that an NDA don't give a shit.
Yeah, that's what it come down to.
It don't matter
or something for going against something. You know what I'm saying? Going against the NDA.
So now they getting paid by Watson. They get paid by the team.
Yeah.
It's me.
I don't know, man. Like I feel like dude, you know what I'm saying? He into some weird shit. You know what I'm saying? I think we can all call him weird, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't even speak on it because I don't know the ins and outs. But from what I think I know, you know, he didn't force them to do anything. You know, he might have coerced them to do it. You know what I'm saying? And I can't really speak on it because I ain't no female. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. So you know, as a male, I just feel like, you know, I always take responsibility for my own actions. Like, you know what I'm saying? Even if somebody is coercing me to do something, at the end of the day,
I'm gonna say no.
Yeah, at the end of the day, like, or even if I do it, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day,
I'm gonna take that L.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, yeah, you got to take some type of, you know, responsibility. And, you know, I've talked to plenty of women and they, you know, tell me, well, you know, if you're in that situation, you don't feel comfortable saying no because you don't know what's going to happen. So maybe, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I as a man, it's hard for me to understand, you know what I'm saying? But
I'm gonna put it in this perspective. Two points I got. If you're a masseuse and you're in that position and a dude turn over and he pull his meat out or whatever like that, you have every opportunity to walk away. That's my thing. Like, get out the room. Like, ain't nobody pinning you up. None of that other type of stuff. I've gotten massages before.
They'll say, like, especially, you know, because I guess like he was like requesting to be alone, you know, in the house or whatever with him. So they'll say like they felt like they had to do it. That was the safest route. You know what I'm saying? Because if they would have walked away, then they feel like, you know, they was in fear of their life or like anything could have happened. So I don't know, man. It's tough, man. It's super tough for me because again, I ain't no woman. I'm
gonna throw out another story. You remember when that massage parlor in Florida with all those high billionaires that was going there getting happy endings, and one name came up?
Robert Kraft.
Robert Kraft.
Yeah.
What type of penalty was paid to Robert Kraft? How quick did that story come and go?
Yeah, it went super quick. But didn't he?
Yeah, I don't think he got in trouble. He didn't get in trouble.
He ain't get in trouble. That's what I'm trying to shed light on. He probably settled with them with those females in that joint too, or whatever. But he a owner. You know what I'm saying? Billionaire. Even the same thing with my Commanders team. We got one of the worst owners. He over here snapping pics and everything like that. But this dude got so much power. He said, "I ain't testifying in front of Congress. Y'all niggas can hit me up on Zoom."
You put Care to sleep when you said Commanders.
Because he know his Bucks ain't going nowhere. Tom Brady got personal issues in the home.
Man, dude, it's the start of the school year, so he taking the kids to school. That's all that is.
Kristen already come to record them. We all fly. We good.
All right. This has been another episode of the ROK Boyz Presents Truth Hurts podcast. You can find us wherever you get your podcast. That's ROK Boyz with a Z Presents. Thanks for rocking with us. You said the live already went off? Nah, the live's still on.
No, cut that.
Yeah,
all right, start talking. Because I want to bring up something. See what y'all think.